From the Weather NorCal Command Center, this is your Evening Update.
Everything Medical has been your complete source for medical supplies since 2007. Our 10,000 square foot showroom has the largest selection of home medical equipment in the North State. We have what you need. Everything Medical, Athens Avenue, Reading.
Well, would you look at that? We got to see some clearing for parts of us along the coast. Here it is at Elk Country in just north of Trinidad. Look at that, some of the blue skies just over those hills is where the ocean is, and the beautiful shot here. Not seeing any elk here just yet, but of course this kind of just scattered. Sometimes you get lucky and you can see them. Take a look at Battery Point out in Crescent City. Got to see a little bit of clearing out there as well. Looks like that marine layer still kind of holding on just off coast there, but there you can see some of the blue sky that we are seeing. So yeah, nice to see that here along the coast. Now let's talk about the heat, because that's the big story for the North Coast and really the inland areas, the inland valleys, the mountains as well. Now the heat wave will peak over the weekend, but not as hot as we go into next week. So we look at our hour-by-hour forecast here as we go into tonight. Temperatures mid-50s for the inland areas, also in the low to mid-50s for the coast. And for Trinity County, dropping down to the mid to upper 50s, getting a bit warmer for your Thursday with highs in the mid-90s for those daytime highs. All right, let's talk about those heat alerts. So now we can see that's been included is the inland areas for Humboldt County, northern Humboldt County, part of the heat advisory basically for this weekend with highs between 95 and 105 degrees. For Trinity County, it is now an excessive heat warning, as we are now getting kind of up on this heat wave and should be here by as early as Friday, but the main heat wave will be here over the weekend. So your temperature trend, there it is for Weaverville. Temperatures exceeding, getting close to 110 degrees by Saturday and Sunday. But there it is. There's that significant drop in the temperatures going through next week. This is not going to be a prolonged heat wave. As you can see, that heat bubble right on top of us over the weekend. That heat bubble will then shift eastward and give that heat to our neighbors to our east, in particular the central United States, where they're going to experience a heat wave next week from the heat wave that we're going to experience this weekend. Now, one of the reasons we can thank for the cooler weather is this right here. Nice trough low pressure, cooler air associated with it, and that's what's pushing that heat off to our east. So I was talking about our neighbors to the east of us. There's that big bubble of heat over the central United States, and that's where the heat wave will be next week, is off to our east. So you can see some of the clearing that we did see this afternoon and evening, but more clouds coming in tonight and tomorrow morning, making for, another foggy start to the day. Now, it may be a little bit more difficult for us to clear out those clouds here for your Thursday afternoon, but it looks like for Friday afternoon, we could see a little bit better chance for some more clearing again. So kind of your typical pattern where we do see some of that kind of kick in. We have a small correct advisory basically off the coast of Crescent City here until about 5 p.m. on Saturday. We look at the wave heights as we go into your Thursday. Now notice as we go into Thursday afternoon, the wave heights actually begin to pick up just a little bit. And that probably will be the case here, picking up even more into your Friday. Here's a marine forecast for tomorrow. It looks like those winds will be, the winds will be from the northwest at 5 to 10 knots. Your waves from the northwest at 3 feet at 5 seconds, and from the northwest at 2 feet at about 9 seconds. And we got that patchy fog, especially for tomorrow. Temperatures tonight, mid to upper 40s on average for the Trinity County area. We take you out to the inland areas, low 50s out along the coast. And taking you into tomorrow, temperatures in the mid-90s for Trinity Center, Weaverville, Hayfork, 88 for Ruth. Look for high of 70 in Trinidad and 92 degrees out in Hoopa. Let's take a look at that 7-day outlook, and there you can see those temperatures really increasing, in particular for the inland areas and for the mountains. 104 on Saturday for Hoopa, 108 for Saturday in Weaverville, but yeah, a nice significant drop going into the second half, or going through next week really. Your 7-day forecast for Eureka, temperatures in the low 60s. That's the case here, low to mid 60s for the next 7 days under partly to mostly cloudy skies.